Narayana. Great friends, co-travelers in this beautiful journey of studying the Upanishads. Welcome you all. So much of respects for you, so much of gratitudes to you, so much of congratulations to you, and so much of hearty wishes, hearty prayers that every layer of personality of yours be full of health and energy so that this journey spiritual is so smoothly, beautifully conducted without any hiccups or hindrances or obstacles, and the goal is reached very soon. Welcome you all to invoke the Parabrahma Adi Kripa to strengthen Loka Sevakadi Vyaktitvas in the understanding and in the practice. Here we are doing our five things every day. Vedic chanting we are doing to propitiate the Veda Mata, the Veda Rishis, to pray to them to reveal to us the meaning of the Veda mantras, in which hidden are the secrets of how and what for the life has to be lived for its fulfillment. We are doing our common sense thought again just to find little more peace in our life, because understanding alone leads to peace. We are doing beautifully the mantra chanting from last 5 6 days to invoke that mantra adhisthana devata again for our life's fulfillment, and for him to bless us whatever the bhakti bhavana, shraddha bhavana, sharanagati, chitta shuddhi, ekagrata, etc. we need to have. We are trying to practice them while doing this chanting itself. Then our Shanti mantras are again to tune ourselves to this session. Sankalpa is very big sankalpa we do, in which we include all best aspects that have to be achieved by us for us as well as for the universe. Then we go for our Upanishad mantra Ucharana again to become familiar with the mantras. Naturally, last one, the most important one, the main purpose, study of the Upanishad with Bhashyam to understand the Tattva, to understand the sadhana, to understand the moksha, etc. Welcome, friends. Let us do all this. And in the Upanishad, it is Shwethshwathara, Panchamodhyayaha, Jiva Bhava explained. Today, we do that each of the mantras starting from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of them talk about the lakshanas which make the jiva swarupa. Then also how he is knowingly or unknowingly, continuously knowing and doing those things by which he is getting bound only. What is the bondage is? Continuing to be the jiva is the bondage. Then in the last two mantras, how one gets freed from the jiva bhava and gets into atmanubhava, those things are indicated. That's how, as every chapter, this chapter also, though very small, with only 14 mantras, becomes so sublime, so sweet, so beautiful, and so soothing, and so important, so useful too. Let us start our journey, respected friends, for this 1 hour. Let us do our chantings. So, yesterday we did the Valakhilya Parayanas. Today, let us do the supplement to Rigveda from the ninth mandala, etc. Pavamanihi Suktani. So, in that Pavamana Suktas, the Suktas again The well said sentences are the sentences which are said for well being, which are said about the truth, which are supposed to be understood, kept in the heart, which are the heart of the that particular Veda mantra. So, if you have the book, open it and just chant one liners, all of them. So, this whole thing we'll try to see today. Om Ataveda Parayanam Rugveda Narayana uh, Pavamani Suktani Om Om Pavamani Swastyayani Sudughahi Ghrutashtutah ऋषिभिः संभृतो रसो ब्राह्मणेष्वमृतं हितम् पावमानीर्दिशन्तु न इमं लोकमतो अमुम् कामान् समर्धयन्तु नो देवीर्देवैः समाहिता येन देवाः पवित्रेण आत्मानं पुनते सदा तेन सहस्रधारेण पावमान्यः पुनन्तु माम् प्राजापत्यं पवित्रं शतोद्यामं हिरण्मयम् तेन ब्रह्मविदो वयं पूतं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे इन्द्रः पुनीति सह मा पुनातो सोमः स्वस्त्या वरुणः समीच्या यमो राजा प्रमृणाभिः पुनातु मा जातवेदा मूर्जयन्त्या पुनातो ऋषयस्तु तपस्तेपो सर्वे स्वर्गजिगीषवः तपसस्तपसोऽग्र्यं तु पावमानीरुर्चो ब्रवीत् यन्मे गर्भे वसतः पाशमुग्रं यज्ञायमानस्य च किञ्चिदन्यत् जातस्य च यच्चापि च वर्धतो मे तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि मातापित्रोर्यन्न कृतं वचो मे यत्स्थावरं जङ्गममा बभूव विश्वस्य तत्प्रहृषितं वचो मे तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि गोघ्नात् तस्करत्वात् स्त्रीवधात् यच्च किल्बिषं पावकं च चरणेभ्यस्तत् पावमानीभिरहं पुनामि ब्रह्मवदात् सुरापानात् स्वर्णस्थेयात् वृषलिगमनमैथुनसङ्गमात् गुरोर्दारादिगमनाच्च तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि बालज्ञान्मातृपितृवधात् भूमितस्करात् सर्ववर्णगमनमैथुनसङ्गमात् पापेभ्यश्च प्रतिग्रहात् सद्यः प्रहरति सर्वदुष्कृतं तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि क्रयविक्रयात् योनिदोषात् भक्षात् भोज्यात् प्रतिग्रहात् असम्भोजनाच्चापि नृशंसं तत् पावमानी विरहं पुनामि दुर्यष्टं दुरधीतं पापं यच्चाज्ञानतो कृतम् अयाजिताशासं याज्यास्तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि अमन्त्रमन्नं यत्किञ्चित् दूयते च हुताशने संवत्सरकृतं पापं तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि मृतस्य योनयो मृतस्य धाम विश्वा देवेभ्यः पुण्यगन्धाः तान आपः प्रवहन्तु पापं शुद्धा गच्छामि सुहृदामुलोकं तत्पावमानी विरहं पुनामि पावमानीः स्वस्त्यनीर्याभिर्गच्छति नान्दनं पुण्यांश्च भक्ष्यान् भक्ष्यति अमृतत्वं च गच्छति पावमानीः पितॄन् देवान् ध्यायेत् यश्च सरस्वतीं पितॄंस्तस्योपवर्तेतत् क्षीरं सर्पिर्मधुदकम् पावमानं परं ब्रह्म शुक्रं ज्योतिः सनातनम् ऋषीन् तस्योपतिष्ठेतत् क्षीरं सर्पिर्मधुदकम् पावमानं परं ब्रह्म ये पठन्ति मनीषिणः सप्तजन्म भवेद्विप्रो धनाढ्यो वेदपारगः दशोत्तराण्डुचांश्चैव पावमानीः शतानि षट् एतज्जुह्वन् जपेन्मन्त्रं घोरमृत्युभयं हरेत्. अवमान सूक्त when it is recited, yajna upasana done with the help of it by knowing all techniques. In how many ways it blesses us. This was the topic. While saying so, by all of us, knowingly or unknowingly, how many types of papa are done, they are also mentioned. So from this papa, you get purified because of this avmana sukta alambana. So that shows in how many ways, knowingly or unknowingly, by us, the sins are committed. Continue. सूक्तम् ॐ यत्र तत्परमं पदं विष्णोर्लोके महीयते देवैः सुकृतकर्मभिस्तत्र माममृतं कृधीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्र तत्परमायं भूतानाम् अधिपतिं भावभावी च योगीश्च तत्र माममृतं कृधीन्द्रायेन्दो परिस्रवा यत्र लोकास्तनोत्यजः श्रद्ध्या तपसा जिताः तेजश्च यत्र ब्रह्म च तत्र माम् अमृतं कृधीन्द्रायेन्दोपरिस्रव यत्र देवा महात्मानः सेन्द्राश्च मरुद्गणाः ब्रह्मा च यत्र विष्णुश्च तत्र माम् अमृतं कृधीन्द्रायेन्दोपरिस्रव यत्र गङ्गा च यमुना यत्र प्राची सरस्वती यत्र सोमेश्वरो देवः तत्र माम् अमृतं कृतीन्द्रायेन्दोपरिस्रवाम्. From the 10th mandal also some supplements. Soktam samjnanamushana वदत् संज्ञानं वर्णो वदत् संज्ञानमिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च संज्ञानं सविता वदत् संज्ञानं नश्वेभ्यः संज्ञानमरुणेभ्यः संज्ञानमश्मिनायुवम् इहास्मासु नियच्छताम् यत्कक्षीवां संवसनं संवननं पुत्रो अङ्गिरसा भवेत् तेन नोद्य विश्वे देवाः सम्प्रियां समजीजनन् संवोमनांसि जानतां समाकूतिर्मनामसि असौ यो विमनामनः संसमावर्तयामसे नैर्हस्त्यं सेनादरणं परिवर्त्मेतु यद्हविः तेनामित्राणां बाहून् हविषा शोषयामसे परिवर्त्मान्येषामिन्द्रः पूषा च सस्रतुः तेषां वो अग्निदग्धानाम् अग्निमूढानाम् इन्द्रो हन्तु वरं वरम् ऐषु न ह्यवृषाजिनं हरिणस्य धियं यथा परा अमित्रा ऐषत्वर्वाचि गौरुपाजतो प्राद्वराणां पतेवसो ओतर्वरेण्यकृतो तुभ्यं गायत्रं रुच्यते गोकामो अन्नकामः प्रजाकाम उत कश्यपः भूतं भविष्यत् प्रस्तौति सः ब्रह्मैकमक्षरं बहुब्रह्मैकमक्षरम् यदक्षरं भूतकृतं विश्वे देवा उपासते महर्षिमस्य गोप्तारं जमदग्निरकुर्वतं जमदग्निराप्यायते छन्दोभिश्चतुरुत्तरैः राजा सोमस्य भक्षेण ब्रह्मणा वीर्यावताम शिवानः प्रदिशो दिशः सत्यानः प्रदिशो दिशः खजो यत्तेजो ददृशे शुक्रं ज्योतिः परो गुहा यदृशिः कश्यपस्तौति सत्यं ब्रह्मचराचरं ध्रुवं ब्रह्मचराचरम् त्र्यायुषं जमदग्नेः कश्यपस्य त्र्यायुषमगस्त्यस्य त्र्यायुषं यद्देवानां त्र्यायुषं तन्मे अस्तु त्र्यायुषं सर्वमस्तु शतायुषं बलायुषं तच्छम्योरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपदये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगात भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. All these khila mantras also we have completely chanted. Tomorrow we'll see what can be the new mantras that we can chant from our Vedas. Friends, in today's two aspects, one the common sense thought, second our mantrocharana. Common sense thought is a big deep question. find the answer, fathom the answer. That where and how is the sukha? You know, where and how is the sukha which we are seeking? Think about it. Quickly we browse through the thoughts to save the time. Sukha is always there only in the sthirata of the mana. Because the asthira and chanchala mana eva dukkha hetu. Therefore, when the mana is sthira, there is sukha. Point one. That's why the continuously mind is running from one place to other. That is experienced by us as dukkha. One object to other, one pursuit to the other, etc. How to find the sukha? By making the mind sthira. We all know when we are sthira in our laksha in the mind, to that extent, the mind is sthira and we are sukhi. So too, when we are sthira in the marga in the mind, and when the mind is sthira in traveling in that marga, again we are sukhi. That mana which is not sthira in the laksha and marga is chanchala, alone is experienced as dukkha. Therefore, to find the happiness, make the mind stable. To make the mind stable, put it in the means towards the goal. One set of explanation for being happy. Second is what? Still, with all the opposite efforts, neither the mara can be sthira, shashrata rupena, nor we can have the sukha, shashrata rupena. Because again, any goal is again not shashwata. Again, the mana becomes asthira. Again, we become dukhi only. Therefore, the mana can be sthira only when it is very clear about its ultimate goal to be the Shashvata Sthira Paramatattva. Through the study of Upanishads, you and I are trying for this only, to find the happiness by avoiding all the miseries born out of the asthirata of the mind, by getting the sthirata to the mind, by giving to it the sthira Shashvata Lakshya Paramatma. The earlier sthiratas were the created sthiratas, created sukhas, but because they are created, they are temporary. Wherein we were finding the outer goal, let us say, money, etc. And outer means now I am sthira in my various professions. But they are all impermanent, therefore, still the sthiratas goes away, again dukkha comes. Whereas when the buddhi is sthira, mana is sthira, in doubtlessly understanding and accepting that Paramatma is the Shashvata and he is my Lakshya. That aspect of sthirata of the mana will not go away. Right? The Lakshya Sambandhi sthirata. So too, when I am very clear about to reach to that Lakshya of Paramatma, what are the practices to be done? When there is spashtata in that understanding, again there is sthirata through the mana. I know what to achieve. Therefore, I am stable, I am happy. Then, consciously, when we are doing also those things to be done to our own capacities, as per the available and given abilities, opportunities, again there is the sthirata regarding the marga. Like in any of the destinations we want to reach, when you are pakka about the destination that this particular temple I want to go, you are sthira. Then when we are pakka as to how to go, booking our tickets, everything, again don't we find that sthirata? Then we are directly embarking on the journey, Traveling by one means, again, are we not sthira? In the same way, sthirata is only in the lakshya, marga, and journey in the marga. Still, only when that lakshya is the sthira lakshya, the ultimate Paramatma. Till that time, this mind intellect finds everything along with it, finds disturbance too, and finds misery too. Let us recognize this principle and be happy. And then final always sthirata of the mana is when it establishes in its experience that I am that. That mana is dissolved into the anubhuti aham. Then again when the mana is brought out from that aham anubhuti for vyavahara, that mana is never separate from that Paramatma, even though the vyavahara is going on. Because that is never separate from Paramatma, there is no asthirata, even when the vyavahara is going on. In that stability of the mind alone, there is peace and happiness, otherwise, nowhere. In the permit, like all in the typical Indian mentality, somehow or the other, even now that thought is there. If I get a government job, I'll be happy. A गवर्नमेंट जॉब वाले को ही लड़कियों को देते हैं शादी के लिए because there is sthirata for that person to go to the office and to work every day, and there is sthirata that every month some amount is coming as salary, isn't it? In some private jobs the amount may be double, and yet it is not sure or guaranteed. Asthira hai, therefore there is more doubts about it. It's never the first choice. First choice is always government. Secondly, in this government job, I don't know आजकल की बात, पहले तो even after retirement, till the life is there, he goes on getting that pension. See the sthirata there, and by default, mistake somehow, even if that husband dies, wife is there, still she is alive. She is given pension. That's sthirata. Therefore, seeking the government job. क्लर्क का भी नौकरी मिल जाए, बस महीने में थोड़ा आएगा, भाड़ा हो जाएगा, खाना हो जाएगा, वो टेंशन नहीं रहता. This is nothing but what mind seeks also. Mind seeks sthirata. In that only there is ananda. But it is seeking sthirata in the asthira vastus. That is what is our ignorance. Now we, through the study of Shastras, have to become clear by our effort that the mana sthirata of the mana is sukha. Mana can be sthira only in the final sthira vastu, and that is Paramatma. And remember, Paramatma is permanent, Paramatma is infinite. When we set him as the goal, we have done the best thing. Therefore, relax regarding the goal setting. No other goal, even if we set it and even reach also, that sthirata and sukha will not come. Secondly, once the antaratma is the lakshya, the sadhana also very spashta to us. अंतर्मुख बनो, आप उसको पहचानो और उसमें रह जाओ. When this process of sadhana also is spashta, then sthira ho jao phir. Then slowly negotiating the so many of outward tendencies, outward pushes and pulls, establishing daily routine of this effort of inner sadhana. Then you are sthira again, sukha. So those sthirata and sukha janakari ke, because of knowing the goal and sadhana. And the third sthirata is I am walking in that path. Like you and I, every day studying Upanishads, understanding glorying of the Paramartha Tattva, also understanding how that Paramatma has to be realized. We are doing the best. Therefore, discover that sthirata. Don't become again asthira by doubting the beauty of this goal and also by having any other outer goal. Sukha is in sthirata of the mana. The mana can be sthira in lakshya, marga, and journey in the marga. Otherwise, We will always be with all the things gained, achieved. Mind is disturbed, unstable. Unstable, disturbed mind is so much in dukkha. Is it not? Continuously seeking this and that. Hamesha dukhi hi hum. Or in whatever we are seeking, are we not getting? Getting still again dukkha. Why? Because the vastu itself is asthira. These all happen because the mind and senses work independently without consulting the buddhi. And also, buddhi, though functional, is subservient to the mind and senses only and not to the Shastra Adhyana and not to the Upadesha of the Guru, by which the buddhi within itself understands that attaching to which goal that there is sthirata, permanent pause. याद रखना 1,000 gurus we consult, 100 shastras we study. Finally, the understanding is in my own buddhi within me, which helps. Knowledge in the book, knowledge with the guru, how will it help me? If it is there only. That knowledge from the pustaka and from the mastaka of the guru has to come into our mastaka and feel stable. You know? Okay, Paramatma is permanent. He alone has to be the goal. Oh, it is pakka to me. हो गया कितनी स्थिरता हो गई देखो regarding what to achieve. Then the expression of that sthirata is any number of outer temptations come, opportunities come for anything else. We don't go for it. No, no, they're all asthira, they cannot be my goals. My outer life is only to that extent maximum restraint which is required for my survival. More than that, neither the money is goal, nor the people are goal, nor any of the achievements are goals. Because they're not permanent. They're not real, first of all. See that clarity should come out of the study of Upanishads deeply, which we are doing every day. So too, now I am trying myself to be antarmukha, trying myself to spend more and more time in seeking what I am inside. आप कर रहे हो प्रयत्न सुबह आधा घंटा शाम को स्थिर हो गया बाकी टाइम for various compulsions reasons I have to be in this world doing so many other than my internal sadhana. But all of that I am doing with karma yoga spirit, not wanting any outer result, but only to exhaust all my vasana pressures, etc. When you know that, then also there is sthirata, isn't it? That sthirata gives sukha, pakka. Remember those two examples of traveling to a destination and the government office, government job. Sthir. We feel that sthirata, but that sthirata is tamasic sthirata because we don't think with the intellect at that time. जो है उसमें रम रहे है ना like a dog is very sthira because it has got its bone dry in that कचरे का डिब्बा आराम से बैठकर और खा रहा है but that is not the sublime sthirata. We are also sthira in our small little bhogas. That is temporary, isn't it? That is temporary only in one aspect. Like I have my own house. That is sthirata. I need not go for rented houses, searching, changing the places, shifting the saman again and again. That's sthirata came. But that's not all, no. You have to maintain that house, you have to take care of it, you have to pay the loans for it. जो भी हम इतने सारे. No children, disturbed mind. You got child, no sthirata. Ah, भगवान पुत्र या पुत्री दिए हैं. But that's only one aspect, no? The other asthirata is you have to take care of that child, protect from all diseases, bring him up or bring her up, put in the school, college. Where is the sthirata batao? Isn't it? In every of these pursuits, there is अस्थिरता बिकॉज जीव का लक्षण ही अस्थिरता है. उसको अपना निज स्वरूप जानने से ही स्थिरता होता है. याद रखो इसको. We cannot be, nobody can be happy without mind sthirata. Mana cannot be sthira unless it merges in the sthira vastu. Before that, consciously it is trying to merge in that sthira vastu. Before that, it has thoroughly, undoubtedly understood that the sukha is in sthirata of the mana and the sthirata of the mana is only in Brahman. Isn't it? That clarity should click to us. May it happen very soon. Now come to our mantra today, the sweet, beautiful mantra. Today is Ekadashi, Vishwakarma Jayanti and all they say. So Sri Rama mantra we will do. Budhvaram Vishnu Divasam. The famous mantra. The background of that mantra is Shiva Parvati Samvada. In that Samvada, Shiva Parvati ji asks Shivaji so much about the Vishnu Kathas, Vishnu Leelas. Shiva Bhagavan says all of that. While saying all that, at one place he says about the 1,000 glorious names of Vishnu, Vishnu Sahasranam. Having heard all that, Mother Parvati asks, is there any one simple technique of chanting by which easily the punya and the result of chanting this entire 1,000 names of Vishnu one can get? To that prashna of Parvati, Shivaji says, yes, there is one thing. One name of the Lord, when it is chanted, it is equivalent to the chanting of all the 1,000 names of the mantras of the Lord. And that is what continuously, constantly I do. And that is what is this mantra. This is how the set of these two mantras. The first one I'll only chant for for the Sandarbha sake, but our focus is on the second mantra only. Today that only we will chant, and you all know it. Every day we are chanting it in our evening class. Okay. So having heard all the Vishnu Kathas, even Sahasranama, what is the prashna asked by Parvati Mata? That mantra is like this. Parvatyuvacha. Parvati ji says. What she says? Keno payena laguna Vishnor nama sahasrakam patyate panditair nityam shrotumichhamyaham prabho. So kena upayena laguna. Kena laguna upayena. By which laghu, short, upaya means Vishnu nama sahasrakam. The 1,000 names of Vishnu, patyate, are chanted by Panditaihi, the wise people, Nityam, every day. Shrotumichhami, I am desirous of listening. Aham, myself, He Prabho, O Lord. Prabho, Aham Shrotumichhami. O Lord, I want to listen. What do you want to listen? Panditaihi, by Panditas, Nityam, every day. Kena laguna upayena, by what that shortest cut method, Vishnu Sahasranamakam Patite. The 1,000 names of Vishnu are chanted. Because to chant 1,000 takes more time. Is there any shortcut method? That the benefit remains the same, but the effort is less. Kenopayana laguna Vishnu Nama Sahasrakam Patite Panditahi Nityam. Shrotumichami Ham Prabhu. To that question of Parvati ji, now Bhagavan Shiva gives answer. Ishvara Vacha. This is a beautiful mantra, very, very famous. His answer is this. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. This is our today's learning mantra, which we are going to chant. Now this mantra I need 2 days to explain of full 1 hour. This mantra has got so much of deep, detailed, sublime content. Some hints I will give you, you catch it. Remaining, you are wise from the beginning. So therefore, समझदार को इशारा काफी. So in this mantra, first Bhagavan Shivji very lovingly addresses Parvati ji for all the three reasons. One, she is so great and lovable. Second, naturally he loves all, and why not his own wife so much? Third, because he is patiently listening to the entire Vishnu Sambandhi Mahima, etc. And now asked such question, which is so much liked by him, loved by him. वह उनके प्रश्न में इनके पसंदीदा आंसर है. For all these and many reasons, that's why I said these shlokas are so much explainable. For all these reasons, he was so happy with her. He addresses her with all the love. What are the two words he uses? Manorame, then Varanane. Manorame is, oh Manorama, तो मेरे मन को रमण देने वाली, the most dearest wife, Manorama. बढ़िया है कि नाम. Second is Varanane. Anana means face, like Gajanana, the one who has face like the elephant. है ना? Chandrananam Chaturvaham Sri Krishna. है ना? Vishnu Murti. His face is like so beautiful, like a moon. So here Vara Anana. Vara means Shrestha. Shrestha is in all aspects of beauty. So he Varanane. So by looks also you are so beautiful, and by heart also you are so beautiful. That you are Manorama means you are so great that my mind revels in you. So I love you in my mind, and you are so good at looking too. Isn't it? When such words are addressed, generally the wives are so happy and they are attentive. And they ask, अच्छा you love me so much, बताइए क्या है? और क्या जाके खाना बना और क्या? बहुत हो गया. झूठ ज्यादा बोला नहीं जाता. Anyway, so these two truths he speaks. Manorame and Varanane. Then he answers. What is the question? Panditaihi kena laguna upayena Vishnoho nama sahasrakam nityam patyate. This is the mantra, na? Prashna. The uttara answer is this. He manovrame, he varanane, Sri Rama. Bas, this is the name. Rama. Again, Rama iti. In this mantra only, he is telling about himself. When she asked about the Pandits, he tells about himself. By saying that, he may be saying, I don't know about Pandit, मैं तो मेरी बात बताता हूँ. Yeah, he himself is Pandit, there is no doubt. Therefore, he is also reveling in it. And that mantra is Sri Rama mantra. Therefore, he says, Sri Rama, Rama, Rama iti. In this mantra, Rame, I revel. Rame, in the Rama. So by chanting the Nama, Rama, 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 I am reveling in the Rama. O Manorama. And to your question, this is the answer. Sahasranama tat tulyam. Tat Ramanama Sahasranama tulyam. It is equivalent in glory, divinity, beauty, power, blessings to all the 1,000 names of the Vishnu. Ramanama Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Tat Ramanama Sahasranama Tulyam. That one name of the Lord, Rama, is equivalent to the entire 1,000 names. Therefore, I keep on chanting them and revel in that only. So that's how the power of Ramanama. Yesterday also we were saying, what was the final sentence said by our glorious great Kakbhusundi ji to Garuda ji? Ki sarvatarman paritejya mamekam sharanam ki sab kaju teji Rama bhajahi. है ना? तजहि काजु सब भजहि राम ही. That is what the ultimate sentence. Give up every karya and revel in Rama. So that Rama Nama, I keep on chanting Sri Rama 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 iti aham rame rame he manorame. And to your question, answer is that Rama Nama Sahasranama Tulyam. Sahasranama Tat Tulyam Rama Nama Evaranane. Oh, most beautiful faced Parvati. And we all know the Vishnu Sahasranama. Om Vishwasmai Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vasatkaraya Namaha. Om Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhave Namaha. Om Bhutakrite Namaha. Om Bhutabrate Namaha. Om Bhavaya Namaha. Om Bhutatmane Namaha. Om Paramatmane Namaha. Om Muktanam Paramagatai Namaha. ओम अव्याय नमः, मूर्छाय नमः, साक्षे नमः, ओम क्षेत्रज्ञाय नमः, अक्षराय नमः, योगाय नमः, ओम योग विदाम नेत्रे नमः, प्रधान पुरुषेश्वराय नमः, नारसिंहोपशे नमः, श्रीमते नमः, केशवाय नमः, पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः, ओम सर्वाय नमः, शर्वाय नमः, शिवाय नमः, स्थानवे नमः. This is what you chant, na? Vishwam Vishnu Rashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. I am just adding Om and Chaturthi Vibhakti and Namaha. That's what the Namas. Stotram and Nama. भूतकृद्भूतवृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागति अव्ययपुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञोऽक्षर एव च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः. These are all Sahasranama as per Mahabharata, which is taught by Bhishmacharya to Yudhishthira. And there is another Vishnu Sahasranama recently, 15-20 days back, we have chanted in our glorious Skanda Purana, where that Sahasranama is given by Vishnu Deva only to Brahma Deva, and Brahma gives to other Devatas. Rishis, when they want to go and do tapasya in this Narmada Nadi ke nikat, Reva Nadi, Narmada Nadi, same. When they wanted to go there and do tapasya, these Sahasranama are given. They are totally different from these names. And in that Sahasranama, the Vishnu Bhagavan is mentioned as everything in this world. In that, remember, all the Pashu, Pakshi, Vanaspati, Rishi, Muni, Devata, Gana, whom we know, every name comes. And Ashcharya say, every Rakshasa's names also come. Hiranyakashipu ka naam aata hai, usme Ravana ka, Duryodhana, sabke naam aate hain wahan. Because in every Rupa Paramatma is there. Very sometimes. But they are not made popular because we mistake again Ravana and Hiranyakashipu and Duryodhana to be great, and we start worshipping them and get all qualities. इसलिए ऐसे उनको गुप्त रखते हैं. Ultimate is everything is divine expression. There is nothing called as good or bad. Good or bad are temporary, outside relativities. So it's a big subject. They are not going to that. So now Vishnu Sahasranama, we know the result of chanting all that Sahasranama is there in chanting one name of the Lord, that is again Vishnu, Rama. In that it comes Rama, Virama, Virajo, Margo, Nayo, Nayo, so Rama Nama is one sufficient. Now, what I explained to you is very, very grossest, outermost meaning. Now the subtle meanings, 3, 4, I'll tell you. Very, very interesting. One is what? I'll explain few things only. Time constraint. First, Manorame. It was an address to Parvati ji, we said. But the Sanskrit Bhasha's beauty is such that it can be understood in so many ways. So this Manorame is a vocative. Manorama, Manorame, Ganga, Gange, like that. That is the correct meaning. But Manoramaha also is Manoramaha nominative. It's Saptami Vibhakti. Inside. Therefore, Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame. He said no. Rame means I am reveling. That's a Kriya Pada. So Rame Rame. तो मैं राम में रेवल कर रहा हूं. That's the meaning. Now that Rame, to that only this Manorame is an adjective. So Manorame Rame Rame means what? तो मन को रमण आनंद देने वाला राम में ही मैं रमण कर रहा हूं. So here is Manorame is Saptami Vibhakti of the Rama only. So Manorame Rame Rame. So the मन को रमण देने वाले राम में ही मैं रमण कर रहा हूँ. So here the Manorama is not Parvati. Same way the other vocative. Varanane. It is Vara Anana. Nominative, feminine, Akara, Strilinga. Therefore, Varanane is Sambodhana. Oh, most beautiful Parvati. Again, this becomes again Saptami Vibhakti, adjective for the Rama. So Rame, Varanane, Aham Rame. Again, Varanane means, Vara means the boons. Anana means that which brings. So the one which brings or blesses me with all the boons, in that Rama Nama only I am reveling. Therefore, outside to make her khush, he says, you are Manorama and Varanana. But inside he says, for me the Manoramana and Varananata is in Rama only. That's why I am reveling in him. See that if you go into the details, the beautiful meanings. Second thing, what is it? Ki Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasnama Tattulya. What it means ki Sahasnama is not thousand names. Means it is an indication. Thousand means infinite. Infinite means all. Means what? All names in the world. Therefore, all the forms that are indicated by all those names are nothing but this one name, the Rama, and that one indicated Purushottama, the Rama. So, Sarva Rupa Nama are there in Rama only. Therefore, by uttering Rama, I am uttering all the Rupa Nama. See that meaning? Sahasnama Tattulya means what? All Nama, the infinite forms and infinite names, are hidden in the Rama only. Therefore, for Shiva, the Rama is that Parabrahma only from whom all Rupa and Nama come. Second point. Very sublime. Hope you are able to catch. Third is very important, which is very, very sublime. Try to catch it. Ki, you just chant the name of the Lord. श्री राम राम रामेति उस नेम को पढ़ते हो आप, बस उसमें ही रेवल करते हो. बी अटेंटिव इट. दैट्स इट. यस. You don't want anything other than it or from that Rama. Though it is said Varanane, it is a bringer of all the wounds. He says, Ki, I chant the name of the Lord. Be attentive. For what result? This is a question of Parvati. He says, be attentive. There is no result. Why? Chanting the name of the Lord, by that reveling in the Lord itself is the ultimate result. Everything we get and indulge in to get the Ananda. That Ananda is जिस ब्रह्म का स्वरूप है, वो ब्रह्म is Rama. I am reveling in his name. What else the other result required out of it? Means Bhagavan Shiva is not taking the Rama Nama for any other result. For him, taking Rama Nama is fulfillment itself. This won't click to us easily. I just try to explain. दूसरा कोई फायदे के लिए नहीं. Like we do upasana for something else. Of the Lord we do और कुछ है, और राम शिव जी के लिए और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि in this only fulfillment. That's what 10 times in Ramayana, in Bhagavata, everywhere in Tulsi Ramayana comes. Everything is sadhana and Bhagavad Bhakti is the sadhya or the phala. सब फल से सब सब क्या है ना, साधनाएं हैं और फल भक्ति है. और शिव जी इज इन रेवलिंग इन द साध्य वस्तु, दैट इज भक्ति ऑफ राम. इट इज नॉट ए साधना फॉर सम अदर साध्य. You understood? There is no other sadhya. I am reveling in Rama is reveling. That's it. Raman is Brahman. I am reveling in him. After reveling in Brahman, और उसको छोड़कर उसके एक्सचेंज में और कुछ क्या कौन मांगता है? That is already explained in Ramayana. You know, the one who पारस मणि को छोड़कर कांच के टुकड़े को हाथ में ले रहा है. Do we any time do that? 1000 रुपए वस्तु किसी को देकर 1000 रुपए वस्तु को 500 200 रुपए ले लेना, ऐसा नहीं करते ना. So the Rama is Brahman, I am reveling in it. It is not a cause for some other effect. It is not a means for some other goal. That is the goal itself. That's why the meaning word Rame. I revel in Rama because Rama is not a means, it's a goal. You revel in the goal, not in the means, Means you struggle. The means of constructing a house is a struggle. Once the house is made the goal, you revel in it. So here I revel in Rama because Rama is goal. The fourth meaning. The last one. Many are there. One more. Beautiful is what? What is the name of Lord? Lord Shiva is Shiva. What is the entire life of Lord Shiva? They're full of all dukkhas only. Shivas. Dukkha means adverse situations. Isn't it? First is he is without mother, father. Anatha. That is Brahman has no cause. That is the meaning actually. But हम इस तरह समझे तो दुखी होना चाहिए. Second, very funny thing, huh? Don't mistake me. I'm just explaining for explanation's sake. That whom he has married, Parvati. Parvati means Parvataraja Putri. Parvata means stone only. So he is without mother, father, and is married to a stone. And his one son is so abnormal with 6 heads, Kartikeya Subramanya. The other fellow is with an elephant head. Every problem he has got. And the worst of the thing is what? He stays only in the mountains, not in plains with all the comforts. And in the Rocky Mountains, that too Himalayas, so much cold it is, uncertainties of the weather. See the difficulties of Lord Shiva. And in his throat, there is terrible throat infection, the poison, Kalakuta Visha. As if that poison is not enough, only the serpents are there around him. We may call them as Abhushana and you say Nagabhushana, Bhujagabhushan. वो पहनने वाले को पता है उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है. Isn't it? And then he is putting the bhasma of the dead body, freshly burnt body, and uska bhasma. And again stays in the smashana only, either in the pahad or in the smashana. And what is the other thing he wears? Kapala mala. And what is the bhojana? Just only the kandamulas or the patte. And the dress, he has got any very wonderful warm woolen clothes? No. He is a digambara or neither that deer skin or some tiger skin or elephant skin. That's it. So the dress is uncomfortable. The makeup is uncomfortable. The abhushanas are uncomfortable. The snakes all around. Then gale mein vish hai. Or head mein one Ganga is there. And the other 5 is Parvati. वो तो अर्धनारी छोड़ती नहीं दिन रात. And one stupid fellow is like that. The other son is like this. And the accommodation is in, what do you say, the smashana. And yet, why he can be Shiva? That is the question. How is Shiva? In spite of so many troubles, problems, why is able to Shiva? Shiva means Prasanna. How is able to be in that Prasanna mode? And how is able to be in the meditative mode? How is able to balance himself? And how is able to help everybody? Bhola Shankara is Ashutosh. How is able to bless all? Where from he has got both these powers of withstanding to all his personal problems and yet and also serving others. The only one reason is he is reveling in Rama. अब देखो, the one who revels in Rama Nama, every problem is neutralized and nullified. And he gives this Rama mantra only in the Kashi to the ones who are dying and they get moksha. Kashi Marata Mukta Karata. Why? Because that Vishwanath only giving Rama mantra, Taraka mantra to those who die there. As I told you, this shloka and its implications are so many. I only told you the headings only. Their explanations we have not given. But the summary of it is what? If Shiva himself is chanting the Ramanama, how glorious it is. And either to get rid of Parvati or to express his greatest love for Parvati. Take any of these reasons. To her also he is giving Rama Upadesha only. To get rid मतलब तू राम नाम लेते रह मैं बच जाऊंगा. Yeah, I love you so much. You have asked me, I must give you the best, so I am giving you the best. And I am doing that only. I do only Ram Nama. That is why गले में राम गले में विष दोनों मिल गए विश्व राम. That is called Shiva. So the Shiva is the authority. Sri Rama Nama is the most glorious Taraka mantra. That's why after Rama, before Rama, so many avatars came. But though mantra is said to be as powerful as Ram mantra. Taraka Nama कहते. And then to explain Rama Mahima, Ram Nama Mahima, the whole Ramayana you have to study and so many thousands of things have to be explained. तुलसीदास जी तो कहते हैं Rama Nama is greater than Ram because Rama has blessed and gave moksha to only few people during his avatara kala. But Rama Nama, after he went away, till now millions were given moksha by the Nama only. Therefore, the name is greater. And Nama is greater than the Rama. Sri Rama is greater than the Rama. Nama is greater than the Rama. Rama Nama Deepa Dharu Jiha Dehari Dwara Tulasi Bhitara Bahire Ho Jo Chayas De Chahata Ujyara. In that Balakanda, all that explanation comes. है ना वर्षा ऋतु रघुपति भगति तुलसी सालि सुदास राम नाम दो अक्षर सावन भादौ मास. So many. So that is the mantra which we are chanting today. Nowadays these things are taking time. उपनिषद के लिए टाइम ही नहीं बच रहा है. शाम का क्लास सुबह का क्लास यही बन रहा है. Anyway, I don't know what's happening. So our Vedic mantra is over today. So from tomorrow straight away we do this mantra and Upanishad study, I think. Start this mantra chanting, enjoy, revel like Lord Shiva in that. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामाय नमः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामाय नमः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामाय नमः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामाय नमः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामाय नमः. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामाय नमः. ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्री रामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। ॐ श्रीरामाय नमः। Sri Rama Nama Mahima stories, Sri Rama Nama Mahima Bhajana Kirtanas are infinite, indicating how many bhaktas through Rama Nama have fulfilled their life. And we all know the chanting of Nama brings the Rupa to us. The Rupa Nama bring the Leela to us. The Leela brings the Gunas to us. The Gunas make us meditate, contemplate on Him, which takes us to His Swarupa and makes us merge with Him in His Dham. This is how the Nama leads us to the Nami, the ultimate. A beautiful thing. Good. Every day one mantra we are learning. Today is the sixth one. Ganapati mantra, Saraswati mantra, Guru mantra, Shiva mantra, Hanumat mantra, and today is Sri Rama. So tomorrow let us see what mantra we'll learn. Now let us come to our Upanishad for a short period. Om, 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 Om सहनाववतु। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानाम् ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधाजदधे ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षप्राप्ति सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति धर्म विश्वे धर्म प्रचार धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयः। तदर्थे कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम। Now Parayana, let us do of the fifth chapter, last three mantras of 14, 13, 12. Till 11 we have seen yesterday. Om Stulani Sukshmani Bahuni Chaiva Rupani Dehi Swagunair Vrunoti Kriya Gunair Atma Gunaischa Tesham Samyoga Heturaparopi Drushtaha अनाद्यनन्तं कलिलस्य मध्ये विश्वस्य सृष्टारमनेकरूपं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः भावग्राह्यमनीडाख्यं भावग्राह्यम् अनीडाख्यं भावाभावकरं शिवं कलासर्गकरं देवं ये विदुस्तेजहुस्तनुम्. So fifth chapter chanting is over. Sixth we have to do from tomorrow. Now in the study, the jiva is scrutinized, jiva is analyzed, jiva is inquired into, dissected, and jiva is explained to us. Very important topic, worthy of contemplation for its complete clarity, which helps us both in knowing what we are and as what we are, in what way we are bound. I am this, and this me is bondage. I am Jiva, Jiva Bhava is bondage. And me, the Jiva bound, constitutes these things. Isn't it? In fact, understanding Jiva is clearly diagnosing the problem. Then only we can apply the solution. In any of the problems, the solution starts with diagnosing the actual root cause of the problem, nature of the problem. है ना? खड़खड़ आवाज आ रहा है कार में, फर्स्ट थिंग इज डायग्नोज द प्रॉब्लम, क्यों आ रहा है, सो देन दैट इज रेक्टिफाइड. है ना? नहीं आ रहा पानी नलके में, द प्रॉब्लम इज सीन, टैप में प्रॉब्लम है कि पाइप में प्रॉब्लम है कि सप्लाई में प्रॉब्लम है, देन रेक्टिफाइड. है ना? बिजली नहीं आ रहा, वेयर इज द प्रॉब्लम, यू फर्स्ट फाइंड इट, go to the root level. So here also, please remember, I have a problem. That stage we have to transcend. You and I as the students of Vedanta. Then I don't have a problem. I am a problem. That make that am objective and say is. Then the sentence is I is a problem. To me only. Then this easyfied is fied I is Jiva who constitutes all these things. We all think I have a problem. No, I am a problem. The one who understands that I am problem or I is problem, he is spiritual. And the one who still thinks for all his dukkhas, the hetu is in the outer jagat, is pakka ignorant fellow, pakka samsari, pakka murak hai, ajnani. Remember, neither problem you have in the world, therefore, nor the solution is in the world. And therefore, a worldly person imagining the problems in the world and trying to solve the problems, he sustains only the problem. Problem is in me only, not outside. Then problem is me only. Then what? Dissolve yourself, the jiva, there is no problem. You are Brahman. In Brahman there is no problem. Other than in Brahman as a jiva, there is only problem. Brahman is solution without problem. Jiva is problem without solution. Is so tough to understand, but the time to understand too. You and I were every day the students of Upanishad. And now from today, when your wife or husband says, you are the problem, cause of all problems, gloriously you accept. Yes, yes, nahi hu. Swamiji ne bhi bola aaj. She'll be so happy, or he will be. Then she feels that my teaching to him, which I am doing from last 59 years since I married her, he has learned today. From the day one, I was telling him that you are problem, you are problem. At least he understood today. She never know that he understood because he came to the class. So then he says, Swamiji, my wife is a greater guru than you. Why? Because she was telling the same thing from the beginning that I am the problem. You never told anything new. Then the Swami intelligently also says, Ki, the one whom you love the most and the one who loves you the most, the Guru, when both of them say your problem, it must be true. Isn't it? Yes, Satya. So therefore, I am the problem. I is the problem. And that I is in these many ways. Dismantle all of them. Instead of becoming Jiva to continuously become miserable, just be the self, there is no misery. If it clicks, done. And it's not theory. We all are studying theory, theory, theory. But to actualize this theory, again every sadhana we have to do. Without doing karma yoga, antakarana shuddhi will not happen. Without doing bhakti yoga, antakarana ekagrata will not happen. Without doing ashtanga yoga, antakarana niyantrana will not happen. After that only, through the jnana yoga, the antakarana dissolution or transcendence happens, where we experience ourselves. One may be in his intellectual understanding at the highest level, that all Upanishads with all Bhashya he has studied. Yet no guarantee that he is mukta, and also he can be at the lowest step of the evolution. Because knowledge is there in him, but practically still he is in Dehosmi, and for the Deha and Indriya Bhoga only, he is struggling every day. He is a pakka worldly than any other worldly person. That's why Sharira Poshanarthi Sanya Atmanam Didrukshati Graham Dharodya Drutva Nadim Tartum Sagachati. Like that, so many mantras in all our Upanishads. Remember, I am telling you, take it at least on the strength of some belief you have in me, that without doing all sadhanas right from beginning, just by mere theory that I am Brahman, nothing is going to happen. This jnana which we are studying in the class is only to set the ultimate goal for us, conviction. But we have to work out that goal. Every rishi, muni, in every shastra has taught that only to those disciples. And every disciple who has liberated himself by knowing the reality has done all these sadhanas. फोकट में किसी को नहीं मिला, बिना साधनाएं किए किसी को नहीं मिला. When we say that karma will not give us moksha, it is the outer karmas and the karmas with outer phalasakti. It never meant that don't do sadhana. Don't believe that just by knowing theory things will happen. You know theory good, but still you are behaving like a upadhi only, no? You and I are example. Every day in the class for 1 hour we shout at each other or myself. I only shouted myself and you that we are Brahman, we are Brahman. But throughout the day, am I doing what you are doing? Aham Jeevosmi, Aham Dehosmi only, no? That's why we are not mukta. So हमें ज्ञान मिला फिर भी क्यों नहीं मोक्ष मिल रहा है? अरे ज्ञान से मोक्ष नहीं मिलता, सिद्धांत ज्ञान से साधना करना होता है. Outer sadhanas, inner sadhanas, then only the innermost sadhana. We cannot even are allowed to enter into the porticos of the innermost sadhana unless the inner and outer are done. The whole life has to become sadhana maya. Har din bahya sadhana finished through our karma yogas. Antar sadhana is finished through the yama niyamadi and bhakti. Then we may get entry for the deep meditation on the self, saying that I am Brahman, I am not the Upadhi. And that I am Brahman, I am not the Upadhyakta Jiva. So it be substantiated in the whole day's Vyavahara also. ध्यान में बैठकर हम ब्रह्मा में उपाधि नहीं हूं कहकर again come back and fight with the wife, fight with the husband, fight with the children for small little issues, isn't it? Then what he has understood as the whole world is either mithya or Bhagavad Swarupa. Upadhis are all mithya. He has not understood only, no? See that yesterday's mantra? Sarvam chaitad avidya trigunaya ashesha maya kalpitam. Itham yasya dudamati sukadare nitye bare nirmale chandalostu satudvijostu guruniti esham anesham. Right, friends? So, in the two shlokas, Narayana, 8 plus 8, 16 aspects, Shodashakala of Jiva are told. They are not like the Shodashakala of Paramatma. Paramatma Shodashakalas are the glory. This Jiva is only stupid. So, what were the things? Gunanvito yah valakarma karta krutasya tasyaiva sachopabhokta savishwarupas trigunas trivartma pranadivah sancharati swakarmavihi. Then in the next one, angushtamatro ravitulya rupaha sankalpa ahankara samanvito yah buddher gunenatma gunena chaiva aragrama matro hi अपरोपि दृष्टः. है ना? He identifies with the antakarna and the sharira. Therefore, he identifies with the lakshanas and gunas and modifications of these upadhis, which makes him limited and miserable. है ना? Like I identify with the sharira. Then the guna of the sharira is it is a fat or thin or lean or tall or long, short or black and white. And the lakshana of the sharira is, though it goes on growing, it will become diseased, it will become the old, and one day it will die. So sharira, its guna and its lakshana. So too, the mana, I identify with it. And the mana gunas are all its vikaras. And mana lakshana is shoka and moha. I identify with it. That's the meaning of buddhir gunena atma gunena sankalpa ahankaradina samanvita. So antakarna gunas and lakshanas. Deha gunas and deha lakshanas. These are all. The jiva identifies with it and he suffers. Now the most important thing which we'll say and conclude is aragra matro hi aparopi drushta. His size is aragra matra. He is a tip of the needle. That much only is the jiva. To indicate that it is sukshma, that by saying is like the tip of the needle, it is not mentioned that he is small. It is said that he is subtle. To indicate the subtlety, that example is given, not the size. He is not a matter of such type that he can be measured in any of the sizes or shapes or weights, etc. है ना? जीव 2 किलो होता है जैसे बॉडी होता है, या 2 मीटर होता है जैसे कपड़ा होता है, या 2 लीटर होता है जैसे पानी होता है, या 2 डेसिबल होता है जैसे साउंड होता है. He is not such object like which can be measured in any of the things. The only way to measure him is he is sukshma. To indicate a sukshmata, aragra matra. Then aparo api drushtaha is the sentence I want to explain today. Aparaha means somebody other than the Paramatma Tattva. Drushtaha. Drushtaha is two things. One is he is seen, he is experienced. देखा जा रहा है, देखा गया. This is one meaning. But the higher the meaning is what? Drushtaha means what? You are seeing, that's why he is appearing to be existing. Actually, he is not there. Drushtaha means seen, not there. Like I have seen the snake, but it is not there. I have seen, it is not there. I am responsible to see, it is not there. So drushtaha means drushta by all the ajnanis, seen by all ignorant fellows. What? The presence of this jiva with all these said attributes. In the highest inquiry, none of these are there. Only Paramatma Tattva is there. Drushta, like I am seeing the wave. Drushtaha, wave is seen, it is not there. What is there is water only. Substratum is seen as the world and jiva by our ignorance. है परमात्मा, दिख रहा है जगत और जीवा, देख रहे हैं हम अपना अज्ञान से. That is why two mantras talked about drushta drushta in the evening class. है ना? जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्तिषु स्फुटतरा या संविदुज्वते या ब्रह्मादि पिपीलिकांत तनुषु प्रोता जगत साशिनी सैवाहम न च दृश्य वस्तिविति दृढ़ प्रज्ञा भी अस्यास्ति चेत. प्रज्ञा इज दर्शन अनुभूति. सेकंड मंत्र आल्सो. ब्रह्मैवाहमिदं जगच्च सकलं सन्मा चिन्मात्र विस्तारितं सर्वं चैतन्य विद्या त्रिगुणे अशेषमया कल्पितम् इत्थं यस्य दृढामति सुखदरे. नहीं, ब्रह्मैवाहमिदं जगत् सकलं चिन्मात्र विस्तारितं सर्वं चैतन्य विद्या त्रिगुणया अशेषमया कल्पितम् इत्थं यस्य दृढामति सुखतरे नित्ये परे निर्मले. That dudamati means again that drushti. The one who visualizes the reality. For him there are no jiva bhava, etc. So in this way, this mantra gives us 8 more lakshanas. Some more. Punarapi drushtantantarena darshan. Another example is given to explain what is the meaning of the aragra matra. The subtlety aspect of the Lord are told, or the jiva are told. जीव का सूक्ष्मत्व को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए ये मंत्र है. Chant the mantra. See the meaning tomorrow. Om balagrashata bhagasya shatadha kalpitasya cha भागो जीवस्य विज्ञेयः सचानन्त्याय कल्पते. बालाग्रशतभागस्य शतधा कल्पितस्य च भागो जीवस्य विज्ञेयः तदानन्त्याय कल्पते. देखो, बाल मीन्स बाल, अग्र मीन्स टिप, शतभागः मेक इट 100, शतधा कल्पितस्य हाफ दैट 100 एक को फिर 100 बना. उसका जो एक होता है उतना सूक्ष्म है दिस जीव. But that anantaya kalpate, but that himself, depending on the body identified, he grows on growing in size. And when he merges in the Brahman, he is the infinite only. These are the few things to be understood in this mantra. I'll see tomorrow. Om 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 Purnamadaha Om Shanti 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 Tatsat Brahma Arpanamastu. Thank you for your patience. God bless.